If you're here, I'm assuming it's because you have an interest of moving or living on the continent of Africa. And if you're new here, I'm also assuming you have an interest of living or moving to the continent of Africa or having an extended experience. And in this video, I want to share the opportunity that has opened up for Americans with a college degree and young professionals that have graduated college to be able to live in Africa for 1 year and get paid to do so. Okay, so welcome to the channel. If you're new here, if you're not new, my name is Ashley. On my channel, Ashley in Africa, I talk about love, motherhood, entrepreneurship, and my experience living, moving, and doing business here on the continent of Africa. And so if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about Princeton Africa Fellowship, the Princeton Africa Fellowship. So this is not a sponsored post, but as I was doing research and learning about different opportunities of how to activate here on the continent, work, play, different programs that exist, I came across an opportunity, actually a TikTok on Instagram about different ways. I did a Google search and found a channel called Jazzy Jet Sets. I'm gonna link her account below. She's actually a Princeton Africa Fellow, and she's currently living in Johannesburg, South Africa, and she talked about her experience. So simultaneously, I went to Princeton in Africa Fellowship or Princeton African Fellowship and signed up for upcoming information about it. I had an interest. I was gonna apply. I'm keeping it real. Like, business goes up and down, and I wanted to learn about an opportunity where I could potentially go to a new African country and have, an opportunity there. Well, I aged out of the program. You must be under the age of 35, have an accredited degree from a US university or college. There are options for continental Africans that have graduated from an African college or university. That information will be in the link of the description below so that you can learn more about this, but I had to share it. Oftentimes, these are programs where there are not a lot of Black Americans, Africans from the diaspora, Caribbeans, Afro-Latinas, Afro-Latinos. We don't oftentimes get access to this information. And so thus these programs end up being like a handful of melanated people. And so I'm sharing this with you, not because it's sponsored, but because I feel like it is an invaluable opportunity to explore the continent and get paid to do so. Okay, so like I mentioned, Jazzy was a Princeton Africa Fellow, and she gives a lot of information in the video that I will link below. But a few things about the program is, they're looking for young professionals with experience to be able to contribute to high impact programs on the continent that are doing really good work. So I believe they are activated in over 37 countries here on the continent. They work with 100 different organizations, and there are over 700 fellows that have come through this program. So this program is not directly affiliated with Princeton. However, 2 Princeton graduates founded the program and were able to get an endorsement of such from Princeton University in the US. And quite frankly, I feel so passionate about it, not because I've experienced it or because I know anybody directly, but I participated in a lot of these leadership-driven organizations that took me out of my environment and gave me access to different communities of influence, different things like leadership camp or I forgot what it was called, where I went to the capital, Florida, to learn about legislation and policy. And again, I was maybe like one out of a handful of Black people, but it gives such a dynamic experience, a global perspective, opens your eyes, creates new networks. And if I was under 35 and a young professional, I would figure out how to be applying for this program. So please share this content with someone you feel would find value in it. Go ahead and comment below if you're a fellow. If you're a fellow, share it. I'll also link the Princeton and Africa Fellowship YouTube. They're a really small community online, but I bet a very strong community in person. And so what you get from this opportunity is just that, an opportunity of a lifetime, but your room and board is covered. I believe you get insurance while you're abroad, and you'll also get a community of like-minded people to support you in your journey. And I'd imagine that the network is phenomenal. The networking is phenomenal. And doing business here on the continent, you absolutely need a network. So I hope this content is valuable. If you have an interest in connecting with me to learn more, I can't specifically help about this Princeton and Africa Fellowship, but I can talk to you more about access to opportunities of moving abroad, yourself and your family, expanding your business here on the continent of Africa, specifically to Tanzania and South Africa. And I'd love to support you. Please feel free to connect with me via the link below and learn more about this fellowship and apply for it via the link below. And if you get it, please come back to the channel and let me know and share with us your experience in applying for this fellowship. It sounds phenomenal, like I said, and I hope that someone, at least one person, gets access to this life-changing opportunity that I'm sure would be fulfilling in so many ways. So until the next video, I'll see you soon.